Next up, let's look at the testimonial section. If there is one thing we need in this world, is more sincerity and authenticity and less of the fakeness. And when it comes to a testimonial section, there can be a lot of fake in that. First, go to desktop. We bring in a new section. I'll click on the section, add, and select section. I'll change the color. I want to put that on our chestnut orange. I'm starting to remember golden chestnut. I was just so proud I remember everything, and then I change it. For our heading, I'm going to copy that div heading that we've created here at this very top. I'll click on the div and I'll select copy from my structure panel on the right, and then from the panel, because it's so much easier to drag it here, I'll click this and drag it until I get to the section and drop it. Scroll down to the bottom and our div heading appears here. To make it more legible, we need to apply contrast, and we do that by changing the colors. I will only change the color actually for this one here. First, change out the text, and actually I'm not going to change testimonials. Seems I cannot multitask. I'm not going to change the color for this part, but I will change the color for our H2 heading. Select this and type in customers. Go to our design on the left, topography, color, and put it on our white swatch. And below this, remember there is actually text there as well. Change the color first, otherwise we are in the dark. And I'll also put this on coffee bean and call this one okay. Select, triple click, latest permissioned work. I will click on the section, click on add, and we bring in the grid. Click on the plus and we look for testimonial. Testimonial is going to be a block. Now remember, a block is just basically a combination of basics that's been pre-formatted for you. Very nice. And as you scroll down, oh, here we go. Simple testimonial and fancy testimonial. You see fancy testimonial? We'll give that one a shave in module 2. We'll go with this simple testimonial. Select, and it drops it onto the page. And we can already guess that the grid is set to 4. And that is the default for Breakdance, that the grid comes in set to 4 columns. Let's change that to 3. Click on the grid. Go to the grid, items per row, and put it on 3. Click on space between items and I'll put in 50. Make it a little bit bigger. Most of these cases, we're going to style everything out in the first testimonial and then copy it and just change the content so we don't have to do that styling again. But hey, just remember, whenever it comes to design, that means the color, the thickness, the borders, not contents. You can always create a preset, and then when you make changes to the design later, it will update all of them automatically. You don't have to go and do it one by one. Select the simple testimonial. Let's change the image first. And from my selection of images, I'll bring in all 3 my speakers. And let's go with him first. He's already selected. And we change his name to Bobby McLee, and you can give him an author name as well as something that he says there at the bottom. Image options, you can say whether it's full or lazy load. Most of what we are going to do here is under styling. And I just want to point out that actually this is just a div element, and inside the div element is an image, text, and spacing. But the testimonial just gives us all these controls very quickly. You can play around with this, but the grid is going to set the layout for you. So we are not going to mess around with layout, leave it as is. For image, definitely a few things that I want to change here. Number 1, I want to remove the style. There's an outline circle, there's mask, but we'll get into that at another time. I'll go for standard. Alternatively, you just clear out the style by selecting the one on the left. Add a little shadow if you want to. I'll stick to this. I think we have something powerful here. Then for the quotes, you have styles here, and the styles will give you different quotation marks. You see, that's basically it. Nothing to get too crazy about, but we're going to look for ones that fit our pottery, and that's a little bit more rounded like that one. The color, don't like that color, but I'm going to put mine on white. And then for the size, this will be for the quotes. That's fine. I think where they are currently works for me. Can we reduce it a little bit? Let's go down to 24 and make it a little bit more appealing to the eyes. Typography is next, and you can see we have 3 areas for the testimonial, the author, and as well as the author info. Testimonial first, change the color. I'll put it on white. Then we go to the font size, 36, 24. I like it a little bit smaller. We can put in more text there. And then for the weight, I will go to 300. And we're done with that one. And we can do the same for Bobby and the author, but I think leaving the colors to that default setting works in this case. Spacing here, I believe, is an important one. So if we go to spacing, this is margins added below these elements. I want to remove this space between the author and the author info. And you can see below author, that's this one. I'll clear it, and then it looks much better. The wrapper is the entire container of the simple testimonial. When you select that, you have the margin at the top and margin at the bottom. There's one more feature here, and that is you can change the position of the image. And where will that be? Why am I confused? Let's go to the settings. Oh, okay. I was looking at it layout. Let's go back to layout and then image position. Okay, so the alignment is going to give it you left, center, and right. These are actually important depending on your layout. In this case, we'll leave it to center. And the image position is at the top or author there or at the bottom. And let's just switch it up a bit and put it on author. Now that I've created this, I can do the rest. And all I need to do is go and say duplicate. And because it's a grid, it will drop it right next to it. And we duplicate it one more time because we set it to 3 within the grid. And all I will do, select this one. I'll just change out the images. You can generate some nice text there. Check for our responsiveness. Let's go to tablet landscape. It looks good for us here. Tablet portrait. Yeah, we don't like that. So let's go ahead and select our grid. Now we get to items per row. Let's see if 3 still works. Yes, but this text is too big. Click on the first simple testimonial. So what I will do is I will change the text size here. Typography, testimonial. And put the font size 24. 18. 18 is better. The weight. Let me put the weight right. And then I will just go look on phone landscape. I think the font size will be the same. And the reason I didn't change the other 2 is I will create a preset from this one now. Select the one that we've changed. Go to the design tab. Choose design preset. Click in it. You don't even need to click create preset from design. All you need to do is start typing the name of this new preset. I will type here testimonial and then select create. And like that, I just click on save and I have a new one. Select the next one, choose design preset, testimonial. Same for the third one, choose design preset. Now, when I go to this first one and I make any changes here, click on edit, it will open on the right side. Go to the right panel. Let's say we want to go to quotes. And we can change the quote size to 14. Change the horizontal. Let me get that a little bit more there. And we can look at the vertical offset. Then it will update all of them. Finally, we look at phone landscape. And here you're going to go for stack. No choice. But now our quotes look a little bit weird. So let's go to our horizontal offset and drag it. And again, it updates to all of them with the same preset, making it so much better to make changes to it. There's one thing here. I know I'm diverting, but this space between the author and the author title, I want to know if I can reduce that. Typography. Let's go to author. I think that is maybe line height. Line height, let me type in 1 because it's 1M. Reduces it some. And then let's do the same for the author info. Line height, also 1. Yeah, that's what I would like there. This is why when I design, especially headings, why I use a line height of 1. If you start adding that extra space in your presets, what happens later when you come back, you just don't understand where that extra space is coming from. I know the developers at the builders, they often have very good intentions by adding that, thinking this is how it looks well. And 9 out of 10 times, it's going to look good the way they intended because they sit with the rule book, do this, it will look good. This is tried and tested, stick to it. But then I come along and I want to do it a little bit my way. Jump back to our desktop. Let's save our work. Control S, Command S. And as always, we do our final preview. And I'll do that again on Sissy. Control R to load my page. And we'll just stick to the iPad Pro and the iPhone because I know it's going to look good on desktop. And then our testimonials. Add a little, move this in. I don't like how this text looks like a pyramid. Of course, because it will be different quotes that we will be using there, it should look better. In Module 2, we'll build our testimonials with the so powerful slider within Breakdance. People love sliders, right? Everyone? Well, okay, most people love sliders. And sliders draw attention, and when you put a testimonial in it, it draws the attention to the testimonial. But that is for Module 2.